My name is Mia Consalvo. I'm a visiting professor at MIT this year in the Comparative Media Studies program, and I do research in game studies. I wrote a book about cheating in video games and how players define cheating, what they do or don't do according to their own definitions, and why people cheat at all. And recently I've been doing some work in relation to virtual worlds. I've looked at Final Fantasy Online and a casual MMO called Faunasphere, looking at different things like cultural differences in how people play, opportunities that people have in these spaces to interact with people from other countries and other cultures, and also how things like leadership get expressed in games in these virtual worlds, and how players just sort of generally interact, especially now that we're seeing more and more types of people in these virtual spaces, so people, different ages, genders, backgrounds, education levels, that kind of thing. And as far as like the direction of virtual worlds, I think it's a really interesting time because we're starting to question what we mean. Even a few years ago, if you mentioned virtual worlds, I think that most people would say, you know, if you asked what is a virtual world, they'd say, well, either World of Warcraft or Second Life. It was something that's 3D, that's supposed to be very immersive. You know, you really can't be doing something else at the same time. You know, you have some tight-knit group, you have in a game-like environment specific goals, and in more open virtual world like Second Life or active worlds, it's a place where you can socialize, maybe build, and you know, have different particular interests like education or healthcare. And now we're seeing things like casual MMOs, which are web-based, where the focus may not be on killing things, even if it is a game. They may be directed at children. They may be very simple to play. But what's interesting is that even though these are designed to sort of be lighter experiences, there are there are play styles evolving that are just as heavy as some of the heaviest original virtual world users. There are new groups of people trying them. So like in Faunasphere, we have more older women who have never played an MMO before and may not even know what the term is, who are really fans of this particular game, spending many hours inside of it. And you know, we're seeing the rise of spaces like Farmville and Social City and just all the new Facebook games. It's, I think, an open question whether they count as virtual worlds or not. But I think it's important to look at them and see, you know, what are the experiences that people are taking away from them? You know, is it the same kind of thing that they might be doing in World of Warcraft? You know, are they going in to gain a sense of achievement in doing certain things? They want to take pleasure in building a strong character or inhabiting an interesting world and exploring it and mastering it. Maybe socializing with people, you know, forming communities and groups and kind of building some kind of larger system around it. And we're really just kind of at the beginning of investigating those and seeing if that's true, if it extends for things like that or not. But in that sense, I think it is really an interesting time to be studying virtual worlds and just all the different flavors that they come in.